Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you here. Yeah. What? Yeah. I just wanna let you know you're a stupid fucking cunt. Go ahead and run your mouth, pussy. I don't give a fuck. You're a stupid piece of shit. You're a stupid fucking bitch. Get the fuck up off my dick. Get the fuck up off my dick. Like, please end your fucking life. Please end your fucking life. I really gotta emphasize, no one cares if you're alive. You're a fucking penis hole. Grab a dick and eat it whole. I need to know if you were dropped when you were just a fetus though. You're so fucking ugly and your face is fucking foul. Jeez, you're so fucking loud. Can you shut your fucking mouth? Can you shut the fuck up? You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. You're a stupid cunt. Suck my dick. Shut the fuck up. Stop being a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you here. Yeah. Close your fucking mouth, you're just really fucking dense. If you hate me while you talking, you don't make no fucking sense. Got a sad life, go to fucking hell. Are you stupid or disabled, man? I can't fucking tell. Man, you're a fucking dumb shit, you don't even run shit. Get the fuck up out my face and go to hell and eat.
Yo, Little Mexico, pass the gas.
I got real smoke, Xanax, boss, one truck up, push with I'm a boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking Pemex, Mexico. Got big juice, overflow, all Keisha's out, I'm by the boat. Hollows hitting minutes, no jungle boy smoking credible. I got real smoke, Xanax, boss, one truck up, push with I'm a boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking Pemex, Mexico. Got big juice, overflow, all Keisha's out, I'm by the boat. Hollows hitting minutes, no jungle boy smoking credible.
Shout out to Hades. I was out in Greece smoking 80s. Peter Brown back, all this OC30 lately, why they hate me? I've been feeling like the black sheep. Got this Glock 17, cold steel, hot heat, let it burn. Tell that fuck boy, go wait your turn. She gon' fall in love with it, way I make that pussy turn. You gon' learn, talking all that shit gon' get you hurt. If I pull up with a stick, I mean you get put in the dirt.
I got real smoke, Xanax, boss, one truck up, push with I'm a boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking Pemex, Mexico. Got big juice, overflow, all Keisha's out, I'm by the boat. Hollows hitting minutes, no jungle boy smoking credible. I got real smoke, Xanax, boss, one truck up, push with I'm a boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking Pemex, Mexico. Got big juice, overflow, all Keisha's out, I'm by the boat. Hollows hitting minutes, no jungle boy smoking credible. They be saying they want smoke, but don't want pressure, smoking mid. And all my homies really shooters, facts, they only aim for head. Them fucking rollings, and they break that bottle, still by richer shit. And if you really getting money, don't be worried about the next. This is Southside, yeah. We will ride, yeah. We told fire, yeah. The 30 play outside, yeah. We ride these foreign whips, and bro, you broke as shit. And now we're about 7 figures, so go catch a bitch. I got real smoke, Xanax, boss, one truck up, push with I'm a boat. Serving out of Mexico, smoking Pemex, Mexico. Got big juice.
Howdy, folks. It's your boy, the Lazy Luchador. I'm sad to say, it's only Thursday, my dudes. I would have thought by now it'd be Friday, but it seems like that's not going to be the case, and I'm kind of saddened by that because I've been done and over with work for a hot minute now. It's like I don't want to go no more, but I gotta, 'cause you gotta make that dough, right? I got little snackos on the side, just in case, because your boy be hungry all the time. And, yeah. I was thinking about going to the gym today, but I decided on no-go on that, because I just don't want to. I've just been chilling. I've been watching TikToks and shit. When I got home, I was just kind of like, I really didn't feel inspired to do anything really after work. Who was it? At work, there was a kid straight coughing at my fucking face, and I was kind of over it. And then they wonder why we take so many days off, because we get sick so often. Because there's kids coughing in our faces, and they don't know how to instead, you know. And I said, well, wear a mask. I don't wanna. That's the problem. I don't wanna. So I'm just feeling a little. Today, memes definitely. We're also gonna be watching or playing some Fortnite or Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty because I need to finish. Do I need to finish anything out on that? No. I still have a couple days to finish on that. So it'll probably be more than likely be Fortnite. Solos, no builds. What else? I found out today on my mic, or like one of the mics that I use for TikToks and stuff. Totally should follow me on there. The Lazy Luchador, or at the Lazy Luchador. There's this little clip thing that you can put on your shirt or wherever you want to. But little did I know, you can pull it off of the thing and you can put it back on if you'd like to. It's pretty sick, and I just found out about it. I know it's a small thing, but it's like, dude, you should have already known about that. I don't because I don't finick and mess around with stuff like I used to when I was a kid. I don't know if there was everybody like me, but I like to see how things tinkered, but I would just destroy the shit. I wouldn't put it back together. I wasn't one of those smart kids enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna put this back together now. I was like, okay, now what? I broke a lot of toys. I took a lot apart a lot of my dad's stuff. I wanted to see how things work. I took CD players apart. I took stereos apart. TVs, vacuums, everything apart. Because why not? I had the tools to do it, so give me a screwdriver. I'm like Tommy Pickles, brother. Straight destroy everything. Take it apart. Why not? And my dad would not like that whatsoever. But it's like, I mean, I'm learning something. I know you get mad when I destroy shit that I'm not supposed to. But yeah, there hasn't been any like drama lately that I've noticed that I'm kind of like So there's that. Too Mad passed. I've heard like a lot of things, as I said. I'm pretty sure I talked about it last stream, but I didn't know him personally. I don't know him. I just know. Talk to you later, baby girl. Good night, and then that's it. That's all I know. And I know he was kind of annoying in Linus Tech Tips video that I watched that where they were making his PC. But yeah, that's all I know. Yeah, one of my homies was hitting me up on Insta. He does art and stuff, and he was talking about his computer. He also streams too, but he streams on YouTube. I'm a piece of shit homie because I don't remember his YouTube. But if I do remember, I will tag it for the next time. But he was talking to me about possibly redoing his PC because he's like, oh, well, the components, like, I'm running basically an HP, and I'm trying to see if I can find him a good deal. And so far, I've only found 3050 for about $120, which is not bad at all to get. Like, if you want to start somewhere, you probably want to start at a 3050, so you're already ready with the RTX, and you have at least the minimum for a lot of game requirements nowadays. So I'm just kind of like, man, you know what? You could start with this, like, bit by bit, because it's like, I have a $300 budget, and I was like, well, I mean, if you want to just straight up go and grab one and get one, you could. But somebody had it already built. But a lot of people don't like. Nowadays, with a lot of the things that people are selling, they're not even worth it. Like they'll want like 500 for a 10 series, unless it's a 1080 Ti or a 1080. Even I would even pass a 1070 Ti, which are all GPUs, which are graphic processors, graphic processing units. That's what it stands for, GPU. I think overall it would be best just to stay away from those and go usually with, like, I'm a Ryzen guy through and through. I can't. I wouldn't even. I mean, I probably could use an Intel. Like I know a lot of people love Intel, love it to death. Like they're hardcore Intel fanboys, but I'm a AMD Ryzen. Because the compatibility with the Radeon graphics cards are really like it's a good combo there, because there's a lot of people that are like, well, I mean, if you have a Ryzen, you can only use AMD products. I'm like, no, you can use NVIDIA products. Like you could still use their stuff. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Like it'll still process same, but make sure whenever you're installing vice versa, whichever one, or even a brand new graphics card from an older one, you should probably want to clear out your drivers, all of them. There's a program online that you can go into and then do that. But as I said, I'm starting to kind of skew and point away from what I was talking about. But yeah, he was like, oh yeah, no man, like I need help, like I don't know where to go. And this is like, dude, just start off with, you already have a Ryzen chip, so you should be good with that. That's you can build around that. You just need a motherboard and a PSU, or a power supply unit, and that's all you really need to start off. If you have a case, just run the case, or get a really cheap one that holds the motherboard there, and then you're set. Everything else is kind of secondhand. But I've built a couple already, and I'm like the one that I have, I built. The one I had previously that I gave to my nephew, I got it for $500, and I had a 3060 and a Ryzen 5 3600. So it was already set and ready to go. So I was like, I got a deal off of it, because it was like a top tier when the prices of the graphics cards were like really, really high, and the guy was like, yeah, nah, I don't want it anymore. It's just taking too much above my time. And I was like, sucks to suck, bro, but I'll take it. And I ended up buying it for my nephew, and then he had it. And then there was I bought him a lot of stuff, and I've horribly learned the hard way how to build computers and stuff, because I originally bought laptops. Laptops are like, oh yeah, these are going to be so cool. It didn't even have a graphics card, not AMD, not Intel, not NVIDIA, none of those. It's just a regular laptop with a regular CPU, and I was running like 60 FPS games like Team Fortress, and sometimes it wouldn't even register at 60 FPS. And little did I know, you need to, if you want to run like intensive games like Modern Warfare and stuff like that, you need a good graphics card. And just kind of like oh, okay, well, what about this all-in-one where you can have the monitor and then everything in it, it'll all be together. So then you can change out the chip and everything, and you can change out the RAM. It's just like a desktop. No, it's not. It really isn't. It's more like a laptop than anything, and it has more problems than anything. I did like the smarter thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get an AMD, and it's gonna be all cool. I ended up selling it to this guy for like $100, because I was like, nah, dude, like, and I bought it for about 100, so I really didn't lose any money there. But I was like, man, but the performance was starting to get better, and that's what, like, Valorant, when I was playing Valorant when it first came out, and then I moved over to just have a regular desktop I think it did have a Ryzen chip, and then I was just like, oh yeah, like this is my little desktop, like I got everything together. It was integrated graphics from the Ryzen chip, but I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna get a graphics card, and then I was like doing shit to it that I probably shouldn't even been doing. Like the thermal paste was still like sticky and everything, so I took off the fan and then I cleaned it and then I reapplied thermal paste, and it was brand new. So it was like there was no reason for me to be doing this kind of shit. And I had these monitors that were like 60 FPS, like their hertz was 60 hertz. So it's like, oh yeah, no, these are so cool. And I had a dual monitor setup. I got up to a 3 monitor setup with all the monitors. All the monitors were the same, and I almost made it a quad. And I was just like, oh man, I'm so cool, man. And then I was running like a 1030 in the smaller one, which was kind of putting a little bit of a charge on the PSU or the power supply. So I was having some trouble. Like sometimes if it'd get too crazy, like on Apex or something, then it'd like shut down immediately. So that was kind of a bummer. But then, dude, I got hustled out of a graphics card. It was a 1060. There was 20 series out already, but I got a 1060. It was the 6 gigabyte version, and it was a stock one from another computer. I looked it up, and everything was fine, but I don't even remember how much I paid for it. I think I spent like $100 on it, which wasn't bad. I think it was even 70. I want to say it was 70. It was a lot cheaper, but I never thought like, oh, like, nah, dude, that's not the correct one. No, it was the correct one. It's just I asked the guy and he wouldn't tell me. And granted, I should have known when the fool pulled up in the Mercedes with his mom dropping him off that something was up, because it's like, this little rich boy is not gonna he's gonna take my money and go. Like that's what's gonna happen here. Granted, it was a good card for the meanwhile, but I ended up having to get a splitter because I asked him and I was like, hey bro, like, how do you know anything about computing? And he's like, nah man, he did know about computers because he had a little side gig going on, but he didn't want to explain to me anything. And I was like, well, like, I have the card and I think it works, but I'm not quite too sure how I can check it. And then I had to do a bunch of the research myself and figure out how everything worked out. So I ended up doing that. And then it was a 1060 and it was a 6 gig, but my setup was not built for that. Like, the power supply wasn't gonna crank out the amount, and I didn't know that there was PSU, like, additional aftermarket ones that you could buy. So I just ended up like, forget it, it's fine, I'm not even gonna worry about it. But the motherfucker blocked me. So I was like, so something was up. I don't know what in essence was wrong. I think he might have gotten a hustle out of me, or he thinks that he got a hustle out of me, but it was like, I still needed the card anyway. Because I was playing, I put it in and I like plugged in all the cables and everything, and I started playing Apex, and it got too, I don't know, it got too intensive or what, or it wasn't enough, there isn't enough draw for the power supply to pull, and then it just shut off, and I thought I killed it. I thought I fried it, and I was like, no, like, no, please no. And lo and behold, nothing happened. Everything was cool. Everything was chill. But there was a guy selling a case, and then I started building another one. For what reason, I don't know. And it was one of those old school cases where it had so much space, but you didn't really need all that space. It had the little racks for the hard drives and shit, and like at that point I was already trying to run what was it, SSDs. I wasn't running hard drives or anything, or I wasn't trying to, because I was like, oh yeah, no, SSDs are slow. I mean, hard drives are slow, SSDs are the way. And then they came out with the M.2s, and I was like, M.2s are the way, SSDs are slow. It just goes from one to the other. But that one, actually, the desktop that I had actually had a Ryzen chip in it, and I was like, oh, should I pull this one and then put it in another one, or should I just keep it here? And I ended up getting rid of that one, put the 1030 back in there. and then I sold it to somebody for like $200, I think. Because at the time, they were still pretty pricey for computers and stuff. And it was decent to game on. It wasn't the best, but it played the games like well. And I took that 1060 and then I put it into another one with a Ryzen chip, and I got more parts, a motherboard, another chip, and then I think it was the Ryzen 2nd gen. And then I got it from this dude out, like a good hour almost away from home, and then I went to go pick it up, and everything was cool. It was a 350, I think, a Tomahawk 350. I don't quite remember, but that was the other one, and it was a white case. It looks so cool, like a little R2D2. I should have kept it, but I was like, nah, it's fine. I'll sell this one. I put it all together. I put another hard drive in it, and it was a cheaper PNY hard drive. So I was like, PNY usually is more known for their like camera data, like for pictures and stuff. They also do USBs, but I had no idea that they had SSDs, and I thought it was a steal. It was like $40. I was like, oh my goodness, it's a steal. And it was only like 500 gigs, and that's not before. That was before. That was like when Windows 10 was still pretty hot, and then Windows 11 still hadn't came out. But I ended up building that one, and then I sold it to the guy, and then the guy was like, yeah, it doesn't work, bro. And I was like, oh, I turned it on, and everything worked right beforehand, so like, let me know what happened, and then I can come and fix it, or like, I'll meet you somewhere so I can fix it. And he's like, nah, man, I'll just take the loss. And I was like, bro, like, no, like, let me help you out. Like, I feel bad now. But I guarantee I would have gotten it running, like, no problem. And it could have been that the PNY hard drive wasn't working. Actually, no, it wasn't that. It had to do something with a graphics card. And I was like, well, have you, like, wiped the drivers and then started, like, another update? And he just never responded. I was just like, oh, little shit, I guess. But that one I sold for, like, $200 too. I sold all my shit cheap because I didn't know the price. Then I finally started moving up further and further, and I ended up getting a regular case for mine. But I ended up getting another 570 Asus TUF version of that one. And I ended up, I got all the little parts here and there, like bits and pieces. I got the chip for like $250. I haggled the guy, and I was like, hey man, like 300's a lot. And I was like, you know what? I'll do 250. Like, I can do 250, but I can't do that much. And then he's like, yeah, no, bro, you're all right. I'll do 250. And I was like, all right, appreciate it. But I thought I had come-ups all the way through. Like, I think I even have the pricing for, like, it originally. Because the Amazon stuff, too. I got a bunch of stuff on Amazon, and I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. And I thought I knew better, but I didn't. And that's the whole thing about computers. Don't ever think you know more than the other person. Because a lot of the times, with computers, it's a lot like Legos. You can always take the pieces back, but if you fuck up completely and smash the piece of Lego, it's done. You can get a replacement, but you're not going to get the actual thing. I'm going to see if I can find it, because this is the current build that I have now. And a lot of the parts that I have in this build are from another build that somebody sold me for like $500, but they didn't have it was when the 3060 just came out. And that's what I wanted so bad. Like, I was like, oh yeah, no, 3060. And I paid $600 for a 3060 once. Never again. I paid $500 for the 3080. That one was well worth it. But it's like, damn, bro. I should have just waited for a 4070 period. Because the 40 series are coming out, and then a lot of people are already selling them for like $300, $400. It's like, damn, bro. I missed my opportunity. And I could have gotten a TI too, and that would have been just fine. I'm trying to find the document. Untitled document, iPhone pass. No. I guess I don't have it anymore. Off the top of my head, I can tell you, I have a Ryzen 5 5600X with a 570 tough motherboard with Wi-Fi. Ooh, plus Wi-Fi. Ooh, fancy. I know, right? I already had to take that thing in because I accidentally fucked up and messed up the BIOS. So I had to take it to a guy so he can unsolder one of the chips and then put one other one back in so they can like reset everything. So that cost me $100. It wasn't too bad, but I was kind of like shit. I don't even think it was 100. I think it was like $70. And I was like, yeah, no, just be careful when you're updating because it might jack everything up. So I was like, all right, fine, cool. But I have that. I also have a Mustex case. Mustex are really nice cases. Like a lot of people were like, "Oh no, get the really high tier ones." They're about they usually will go within $100 range, and some of them already have fans and shit in it installed. They also have extra cords for you and like the posts for the standoffs for the motherboard, so it doesn't fry itself. I got a bunch of Amazon fans, like Antec. I don't even think it goes by Antec anymore, but I had to get new fans because some of the fans that were on the $500 one were making like a really high pitch whir sound. I don't know if you guys understand what I say when I mean like almost like when a turbo's hitting, but not right. I had to replace one of the fans because I found out which one was the bad one, but I wanted a matching set. So I was like, oh no, I gotta get all the fans. Like I gotta say, I probably spent well over 3,000 on computer parts or more, just learning and doing stupid shit that I wasn't probably supposed to be doing. Because I've bent pins on CPUs. I've heard crackling and sandy texture when I'm putting in graphics cards or RAM. I've almost broken off a RAM slot. I almost broke off a GPU slot. But yeah, the $500 case also had, it was a Lian Li, and it had a really cool, nice power supply. But it's not an ATX. Because there's different power supply units for different things. In the PSU for this one, let me see if hold on. Taking a minute for me to find the arrow. Yeah, it was a Silverstone, because that's the only one that had it. And on the Lian Li, the only ones that'll fit in there are gonna be a little bit pricier. But it was a 750 watt, but it was shot. As soon as I used it, I used it a couple times, and then I tried to turn my PC. I was like, well, it's not working. And I was like, I looked up all the symptoms or the troubleshooting, and it turned out it was the power supply unit. Because I ended up getting another one, like one of the cheaper off-brands ones, on Amazon. It's called the Game something. It has a RGB on the fan that you're never gonna see because it's in a case. But it was one of the platinums. I'll show you guys what they look like. I could have probably sent it back for a warranty dealio, but I never did. And I was saddened to understand in my little Neanderthal brain that I could have sent it back. and it was like one of these, but they're expensive. They're very expensive. It wasn't. It was an SFX. It was one of these. It's a lot smaller than an ATX, but I'm pretty sure it's just smaller form. And I done goofed, and I sold the Lian Li case, which let me see if I can find which one it was, because it was pretty out there. And that case I had to go like about an hour away to go pick it up. No, it was almost 2 hours. I lied. It was very similar to this one right here. Yep, right here. And I was like, oh, that's so hype. This bitch heavy. It's very heavy. But yeah, what they don't tell you is you do need a, I don't know if they tell you now, but you can't use a regular ATX. The ATX is chunkier. Power supply unit. Specs. Details, expansion, cooling system, max weight. Yeah, they don't tell you. They should tell you though. But you can only use those, or those kind of. Yeah. There's micro ATX, ATX, mini ATX, ATX, but you can't use one of the power supplies like that. It has to be a different one. Unless this is a different one and they actually changed it, because like I said, I didn't have any of the parts except the motherboard. Oh, and that motherboard, what did I do with that one? From that motherboard, it was a B550. I also changed that one. I put another CPU on it. And then, what did I do with it? Did I sell it? I'm pretty sure I did sell that one too. But what did I have on it? Oh, I remember. So on that build, it was a different case. I took a white, hold on. It was one of these. It was a Mustex, but it was white. It was a white one that I took, and then I redid it, and then I added the B550 motherboard, updated the motherboard, gave it a Ryzen 5. No, it was a Ryzen 3, I think, chip. No, Ryzen 5, 3rd generation. I put that chip in that one, and then I put an AMD fan on it. No, not an AMD. It was a different fan. I don't remember which one, though. I think it was just a... I don't quite remember, but I knew it was a white case, and then and this is the one I'm running right now. I sold this one, too. Or that one. But I like that one too. I do enjoy that I had a multitude of computers that I could work with and mess around on. But a lot of the parts from that build went into this one. Except the AIO. The AIO went into mine. I'm still using it currently. It was the Kraken, the one with the little thing that you can change the GIF. I think that's it. Everything else went to the other one. The B550, the chip. What else? I'm trying to think of what else did I put in that one. I think I put an SSD in there, or a M.2 in that thing. The GPU was a 3060 on that one. That one was a nice one. I'm about to say, do I still have it? No, I don't. I sold that bitch. Because it came with the case and everything. But yeah, no, like I said, this one. Oh, PC Builder, right here. I can build it now. CPU. Nope. Bag it up. This is my build. I'm gonna make it right here. I see all the other chips and I'm just kind of like, oh, damn. Your boy can't do... Because right now they're like a good $1,000. I'm just kind of like, no thanks. Ryzen 5. Oh, I don't want to use AI. Fuck that. Ryzen 5. Ryzen 5 5600X. Select. Motherboard. X570. Tough. This is the one that I have for that one. Select. I can get 128 memories? I didn't even know that. This one was ADATA? No, it wasn't ADATA. It was ADATA, but it wasn't. It's not those. The Gamma. No, they don't have them. There's no Gammas. So we'll just put that it's 32 gigs of RAM. Basic? Yeah. Hold on. 4 times 8. We'll just do these. Basic of basic. Select. Video card. Video card or GPU. That would have been a Founders Edition 3080. I wish. I wish. $308. 3080. It doesn't show the founder card, so I'm just gonna go with the tough, I guess. That's how much it cost? Nuh-uh. That's new too. It is this one right here, ATX. Right? Yes. But it doesn't have that open, the cool open door. I have the screw on whack. Oh, it is this one. It doesn't have the little labels like it does on that one. These are the better ones because they are newer. Power supply. It's a Cooler Master. Right? $750 watt. Gold. Yep. It's this one right here. That's him, officer. That's him right there. Storage. SSD. You guys are gonna look at me and be like, "Oh, you piece of shit! You have that much shit in your PC." It starts with S. Not Samsung. We'll just do another terabyte one. We'll just do this one as another terabyte. It's a generic-ish thing. So I have 3 gigabytes in this thing. CPU cooler. I think it's this one. Oh, yep. Kraken fill the Kraken? I think it is this one, the Elite. Alright. We'll just go with this one. It is the cheaper operating system. Of course, it's Windows. I paid for mine, but I didn't pay this much. A lot of people don't fall for this, folks. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you have to pay for that. No, you don't. Go to one of the websites that gives you codes, and then you can buy it that way. That's the cheapest way to do it, because a lot of times you'll have a little watermark and you can't do all the cool extra personalization shit. Get yourself a code to activate it. They're only like $5, maybe. Use a card that you don't want to use, or like a cheaper card, or a green dot card. I don't even know if they have those anymore. But use one of the ones that like they don't log back to you. Put it in, order it, you're set. You're in your business, and they have different options too. So just know you don't have to pay for them. It's all free. But yeah, that's how much the build is. If you don't see it, it's right there. So I've learned, and I mean, I can't sell it for this much though. That's not how it works. This is all brand new, everything. Because I guarantee I could, if I could, I would make a better one. And I would probably still even use one of these Mustex. Oh wait, that looks like a Mustex, but it's not. Hello? How are you?
I'm tired.
I bet. Long day?
Yes.
You did good? You had a good day? Huh?
I'm hungry. I'm waiting for the air fryer to be done with my chicken nuggets.
You got chicken nuggets?
I did get chicken nuggets.
Treat yourself?
Yeah, I also got me a sugar-free 7-Up.
Nice. So nice. Just living it up out here.
I went to the store to pick up a couple of salmon fillets. Not cooking them tonight because I passed by the freezer section. So I deserve some chicken nuggets.
You're finally like, yes, chicken nugget.
I can actually eat something.
Do you see that?
That's cool.
That is a PC and a table. I don't think I could do it though. You break that bitch, it's done for. But Lee looks like they have really nice cases, and they're decently priced too. I was about to say, when they're really expensive, I need to shut the fuck my mouth. Like I said, Mustex is one of my favorite ones. Because it's fancy, but it doesn't have to, like, it doesn't go crazy hard on this shit. Like, because this one's $109.99. It has the side vents, and then it also has space for the bottom fans, like for more circulation of air. This one's like pretty much what I have. Well, this one's more close to what I have, but they look a lot nicer now. See, look at the price. They're $74.99. Like, I know if there's other. Oh, that's a sick little shoe right there. But wall mounting seems cool. But at the same time, I'm like, nah. I'd have to be dusting that bitch every day. I like the newer computer or the PC like cases that are coming out that look a lot more different. I found one here. They were selling it online or on Marketplace, and they had this one, and they were selling it for like $30. And I was like, oh, I should have jumped on it when I had the chance. And I did ask them about it, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But see, like this one looks like a little stove. I like the way that they're going with the route that they're going with the cases, because I don't, sometimes cases don't need to be exactly for the things that they are, Yes, it's very similar to what I have. I have 3 fans up front, and then I have the AIO in the back, and then I have 2 Kraken fans on the back of those. So it's like a sandwich. It's 3 fans. The PC border, and then I have the radiator, and then in the back I have 2 fans that are blowing in. So then it's blowing all the air in, and then all the air is going through the outside of, or the back exhaust, and then the top ones. I feel though, let's hear me out. This is how I would design my ideal PC. Okay, so do I have to get on a thing? I think I have to get on a thing. You guys don't know this, but I also have one of these. If you guys don't know what this is a fucking Wacom. This is like outdated. It's old technology now, from what I understand. So I'm gonna. There we go.